Guys, we're here. We're together. It's another fucking week. And I'm gonna start it up. Holy shit. Oh my god, we're fucking live. What's up, guys? This is the 5-6 Kings. My name is Brayden. We're here back with another episode. We're gonna be breaking down House of the Dragon fucking live on YouTube. I'm excited. I know you guys are too. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with other episodes. I'm sure you have been, but if you haven't, go watch the other three, or you could just watch, the YouTube lives that are still on YouTube from the 5-6 Kings. That'll be a good little quick, recap to kind of catch you up to speed. But guys, we're on episode 4, 5-6 Kings style. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. I mean, what can I say? The last episode was fucking balls to the wall.
Whoa. What the fuck's going on, man?
I just thought I would get an episode in real quick.
I went out, we watched House of the Dragon together, and you're like, hey man, you might pop it out and get me some saltines, it would really...
I just thought since you were out,
there's a fucking giraffe.
Well, thanks for the saltines.
You're recording an episode with a giraffe with my face on it.
I thought it was a good picture.
It's a great picture.
Right?
It's a great picture.
I did the cropping, and
Is this what goes on when I'm not here?
I thought it was like a win-win. You got saltines.
You pumping loads into this giraffe?
Oh, dude. Don't check the back.
I won't.
I won't. But thanks for the saltines. I'm gonna put these over there. I thought the giraffe was a nice fit, honestly.
It was. But guys, the 5-6 Kings are back together. First time live together. We're keeping the giraffe.
Oh my
Giraffe's
God.
staying right here. This guy, give him little pets throughout the This is
Come on. Look at him.
This is great, guys. First time we've been live
They grow up
together.
so fast.
My voice is a little. It's not hoarse. It's a little giraffe. Now we're back, God.
We're fucking back.
We're back. House of the Dragon. I've missed you guys. Really?
Yeah,
I
right?
did it with BuzzFeed. They're like, nope. No, it's too loud.
Yeah.
There's too much laughing.
Jesus Christ.
Too
Man,
much
get your
laughing.
shit together. YouTube's got it down.
Guys, I've missed the last 2 episodes. I've been a fan. I've been listening. I've been a fan of what this guy's been up to. You guys are great. I'm excited to be a part of it once again.
Welcome back, David. I'm happy
5-6
to
Kings are
have
back
you here.
together.
Now that you're sitting here, it just feels so much warmer. Like the seat,
Oh,
just the friendship, the
you
bond.
got a warm body. You don't have a fake giraffe.
Yeah,
You have a warm body. You
Feel
feel
it.
like you feel this,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right?
It's all that fucking fire from the dragons, baby! Guys, episode 4. And, like I was saying, balls to the wall in episode 3. That's balls to the fucking wall with Prince Daemon. And this time, this episode, I feel like they kind of summed up a little bit of what happened in the first 3 episodes. And now it's like, okay, where are we going to take it from here? And this episode, I feel like, just sets up so much more of what's going to happen.
In that, I really like what they've done, because I was nervous, because where Game of Thrones started to fucking lose me was when they rushed shit along.
Yeah.
And they're like, alright, now it's months later, and Jon's
Yeah.
at Dragonstone with fucking Daenerys and all
And
that
they're
stuff.
bumping months to years in this.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, but I feel like they were like, all this shit's important, we gotta tell it quick, but here's the story we want to tell, let's get there.
Yeah.
And now, I'm stoked about what the rest of the season's gonna be.
Dude, me too. And I feel like they did a good job at, not forcing too much, in between the years. The things in between the years, there obviously wasn't anything that was that crazy that happened. So it was, kind of easy for them to, make us believe and just, accept that we're, 2 years later. The biggest thing that happened was King Viserys' son was born.
Yeah.
But they showed that. They immediately went into it. But they do it so casually, too. You kind of just very easily accept that we're, 2 years later into this.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, it's 2 years later, he's got
Yeah.
a son,
Yeah.
they're going hunting.
But David, I know the draft didn't speak for you last week, but what did you think about last week's episode with all the crab people?
I loved it. The fucking crap people.
The crab people.
Loved that part of the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was sick. I love the fact, just the pettiness of Daemon, where the king sent him a letter and it's like, hey, I'm sending some troops, we're gonna help you win this battle. We're gonna win it for the crown.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's been tough. Keep your head high, all that shit. And he's like, oh no, fuck it. He's not helping me.
Yeah.
He's not. I'm just going over there.
Yeah.
I'm going over there. I'm gonna fight all these people by myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just row over there.
So balls to the wall, but like, dude, he fucked up the messenger. You know, like the old saying, like, don't kill the messenger.
Oh,
That
fuck
messenger
dude.
got all of it, dude.
Yeah, that poor guy.
And what's funny is like he turned around after like beating the shit out of the messenger, and the respect that he got from everyone there, like they folded their fucking hands, like that's our guy.
That's our fucking guy right there.
I was like, okay,
I'm gonna battle for this guy.
no one felt any sympathy for the fucking messenger.
Not one person.
Like that could have been
Not
any
a-
one of you.
Not a one.
But if anything, fucking Prince Damon just went a top notch in the book. You know what I'm saying? Just like upper nether level.
Yeah. You fuck up a messenger. I mean, think about 300. Leonidas chest kicks a messenger. That's the best part of that movie.
It is.
That's the best part of that movie.
Yes.
I don't care what you say. That is the best part of that movie.
Yeah. And that sets the tone, you know? Like, I don't give a fuck. And that's what we get from Prince Damon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this episode,
dude, it's so...
guys, this one opens where Rhaenyra she's somewhere. It doesn't fucking matter where she is.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of different dudes. There's a big line of them. And it's, hey, we want to marry you. The first guy, he's old as fuck. And Rhaenyra, just immediately in front of everyone, she said, and was my great-grandmother as beautiful as everyone said? Just like that. And the guy goes, oh, princess, that was, she passed over 50 years ago. She's like, she sure did. And then just kind of like looked at the guy. And everyone was like, oh, shit.
Dude.
And the guy next like, that's really not nice. Like this guy's 60. Do you think I'm gonna fuck him and have a kid with him?
This show is the best at proper insults.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, you know what? I'm not even fancy enough. I would not know what to say back. Especially, I'd just be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude.
That guy didn't. That guy was just like, alright.
And then next, what we get is a fucking kid. He's like 12 or 4, I don't know, 13.
He was very small.
Yeah.
Very small. I thought like 8.
Yeah.
My guess.
And I kind of feel bad for the kid because, you know, he started getting shit from like all the other knights or something.
He's super nervous.
Yeah,
He's
so
child.
nervous.
He's a child and he thinks he might marry the fucking princess.
Oh, and he's selling it well. Like, he's doing his job. You can tell he's a little nervous. But it's like, you know, obviously you would be at that age in front of all these other people and shit. And then the fucking queen, or princess Rhaenyra, tries the fuck out of him too. Like, damn, I feel bad for this young cat.
This dude in the crowd's like shit talking the kid. Rhaenyra's laughing. She's like, yeah, that little fucking bitch. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking leave.
Put him down. She's like, I'm gonna fuck that dude.
Yeah, she's like, I'm out. Fuck you guys.
And then like they're yelling back and forth, and the kid just fucking, the 8-year-old pulls out a sword. And you're like, oh, buddy. And the dude's like, all right, let's fucking do it. And they're fighting back and forth. The little kid gets knocked down. Rhaenyra's like, let's get the fuck out of here. And as they're walking away, we then hear, and turn, the kid just fucking killed the dude.
Yeah. And Circle's like, yeah, just don't stay. Let's go. Keep walking.
I wish, my hope, like right then, I was like, oh, I hope she fucks the little kid.
Yeah.
He earned it.
I almost, yeah.
He murdered someone.
I thought, yeah, the whole turnaround, the whole thing, I was like, oh, maybe they're still setting it up.
He was nervous, but he was making a good sales pitch.
Yeah.
And then that dude was talking shit, and he's like, all right, let's fucking go.
It stabs him in the fucking butt.
I'm not letting you put me down in front of my girl.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
That's how I'm doing this
over here.
The fact that he's gonna have to go home now, like probably walk thousands of miles back to his fucking kingdom, wherever it is, and then like,
There's no way he's walking. There's no way.
He's on
There's no
horse.
way he realistically could marry the princess, and he walked there.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, so he's going back. That whole way back, he's gonna be like, what a fucking bitch. Like, I fucking killed that dude for her. And then, like, I don't even get anything from her. She, like, keeps walking off. I would be so pissed and, like, have this resentment for, like, years. Probably, like, 15 years. I'd see her again and be like, yeah, I'm that fucking dude. Fuck you, okay?
Once you became, like, head of your house, you would go to war against the Targaryens.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm going to war against the crown, baby.
She wouldn't even remember me.
She'd be like, what the fuck's going on? Why?
What?
Why you go, you know what you did.
Yeah.
You know what you fucking did, Rhaenyra.
Yeah. That would
Could have had all of this.
All of this. Oh, yeah, that would have been fan-fucking-tastic.
So they leave, And as they're leaving, like they're on a ship going back to King's Landing, fucking Daemon on his dragon comes and just hits the ship.
To the point where
The ship rocks.
Rhaenyra
like
goes
crazy.
fucking flying across the ship, hits her head, and she's in the dopest outfit, by the way. I mean, that shit was fresh. I couldn't tell if it was from Game of Thrones or like Princess Padme from Star Wars. Like, she was looking dope.
I didn't pay attention to it.
It was
Good pick. I noticed her outfit later
okay.
because
Yeah.
I was annoyed by it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, dude. I think I know the part you're talking about.
So they're back at King's Landing. Whatever. Daemon shows up. He's wearing a crown, and he's like, "They gave me the crown when I killed the Triarchy."
Crap
And-
people.
When I killed the crab people. And Viserys is like, "So do you think you're a king?" He's like, "I know there's only one king." He takes the crown off and hands it to Viserys, and he bends the knee. And you're like, "Okay, his Targaryens are."
And they fucking
At least on
reunite.
paper. Viserys goes up, they hug, they have a nice little moment.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Dope.
Rhaenyra's there in the throne room, but she's kind of hiding because the king set up. He's like, "Go find your future husband. Go spend fucking." She left 2 months early.
Yeah.
So she was supposed to be wherever the fuck that was for maybe Dragonstone.
Yeah.
For fucking months, just like, and you fucking find a husband, and then we do the wedding.
And that's something that is like gifted to her. Like, they're not supposed to have that opportunity, I guess, just to go through fucking groups of men as options, right? Like, they're just like
Yeah, no,
The-
women in this
the king
scenario
makes
normally
like, the decision,
don't,
right? Yeah.
or just women in general. It's your dad's like, "No, you're gonna marry,
Yeah. For
you're gonna marry
power
that
and-
person."
Yeah.
Sansa just married Ramsay Bolton, and he fucking went to town on her.
Oh my
He did
God.
a number on that poor girl, huh?
I'm still waiting for something nitty gritty like that in this show.
Like the queen getting just fucking ripped apart in the first episode.
That's a very good example.
Just getting fucking
Yeah, that was
open.
Yeah.
We didn't really hone in on how ridiculous that scene was. When they made the decision, okay, we're saving the baby, they didn't give a fuck that she was the queen. Someone grabs one ankle, someone grabs the other, and they just drag her down the bed.
Well, can you
So
imagine
the
too?
fucking thing, like they stopped caring. They were like, "All right, get the fuck over here, you pig."
And these are people that have probably been like serving the queen for like years now.
Yeah.
And the moment the king's like, "Nah, rip her to fucking
Yeah,
shreds."
alright,
Okay,
fuck.
alright.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude.
But so they're happy. They're at a party, and the queen says Daemon hasn't seen all the gifts or whatever, and maybe he'd like to go see the tapestry. And the kid goes, "Yeah, would you like to go see the tapestry?" And starts laughing. He's like, "Daemon doesn't fucking care about the tapestry."
Dude, like the insults in this episode are fantastic.
It was so great. Like it was so funny. The kid, he couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
He like hysterically laughing as he says tapestry.
Yeah. And she's like, I fucking like tapestries.
The fucking cool tapestry. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit over here.
But there's clear tension with the king and Rhaenyra. Because Rhaenyra was supposed to fucking marry someone, and she just said no to everyone and came back, and the king's like, "The fuck?"
Come on.
Like we're all trying to further the family line. Like
I got motherfucking people coming from left and right for hundreds of thousands of miles.
it's like, and it's your duty to marry.
You're supposed to fucking do
You're
it.
the fucking princess, and he's unhappy, but he's kind of a petty little bitch about it. He doesn't like directly say he's unhappy about it. Rhaenyra's like, "I mean, I'd like to see the tapestry." He's like, "Well, don't deprive yourself of it then." So just like, I know, Jesus.
And you're like, okay, you're feeling.
fucking passive aggressive
Yeah.
Irish mother there.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah. So now you feel like, okay, I want Rhaenyra to succeed. Like, fuck all these people. Let Rhaenyra do what she does best, which is just be a fucking savage. She really is.
Yeah.
The way she stopped that hog last episode on her own. Come on. So the way it fucking flips her coal, bro, and she's just stopping it. Like, what? Dude, it's great.
So her and Daemon had a long conversation, and they spoke in Valyrian, or I believe that's the
Yeah.
I believe that's the language they were speaking.
And she did a good fucking job. I wonder how long that took her because she is talking like as if that is her native tongue.
That is the actress's native tongue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She speaks the made-up Game of Thrones language that Daenerys spoke. Yeah.
Can you imagine if she was like crazy, just obsessed with like Game of Thrones, and when she went in the audition room, she was like, "Oh no, I already."
She was raised. She never spoke English. She had to learn English to do the show.
That explains it.
Yeah.
She's fantastic in the show.
Yeah.
You know, 13 going on 30,
Oh,
whole
yeah.
new level.
And they just kind of talk about, like, Damon's explaining to her how, like, it's your duty to get married. Like, what's the big fucking deal? He's like, you know, you can still, like, fucking sex and marriage can be different. Like,
Yeah.
it's a political alliance. Like, don't look at it as this fucking big deal. And she's like, why'd I have to have a kid with him, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of blows her off. He's like, you're making too big a deal of this. Later, she's going to, there's a small council meeting before.
What was the whole? I didn't really get the purpose of that little council meeting.
So it was, they said that the Sand Snake, the black dude with the dreadlocks.
Yeah. He hasn't been back, right?
He stayed over the Stepstones where all the fighting was, and he is planning to marry his daughter, the tiny black child
Yeah.
who was gonna marry
Mm-hmm.
Viserys, which would have been great.
Dude,
Would have been so great.
what a dynamic that would have been.
To a lord over in Bravos,
Okay.
which would unite the free cities with that family. And they're like, this won't be good.
Yeah.
It's not going to be ideal. And they're like, we think we need to have, like, they're telling the king basically, you need to marry someone in your family with someone in his family. And Rhaenyra's sitting there, and she's like, well,
Okay.
wonder who that's going to be.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So later she's going to bed. Sir Kristen Cole he's outside her chambers, that's her guard. And she says goodnight and closes the door, and then there's a bag of dirty clothes, and she's like, the fuck is this? And then there's a scroll in there, and she opens it, and it looked like just a drawing, but she knew what it meant. And she went over, and turned out there's a fucking Scooby-Doo door in her room that she didn't know about.
Yeah. All
She
this
did-
time.
She did not know, oh, it wasn't dirty clothes, it was the clothes she fucking wore.
Yeah,
But
but
she didn't own clothes like that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the clothes, this is what I was talking about. It was like jeans and a hoodie. Like, it looked ridiculous. It did not look like any of the clothes anyone else has worn in Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon ever.
She had like a fucking beanie on. I'm
She had a
almost
beanie
convinced.
on and like fucking, like, I'm not even joking, like, it was dark. You could not see for sure what kind of pants they were. They looked like she was wearing fucking jeans.
Like almost like leather jeans or something too.
Denim.
Denim. Yeah.
Denim.
Okay. And
She was
it
wearing
seemed like they had
Wrangler.
like a little shine on them from like all the fucking fire and shit around. But I mean, how ridiculous that I'm sure I'm like once again convinced that they're like, hey, listen, we fucked up. We don't have a wardrobe for you for the scene. Can you just bring like some shitty clothes that you got?
Yeah,
She's like, okay, yeah. I showed up with a t-shirt, some jeans,
Some jeans.
a beanie. Like, fuck it.
Great.
It's a dark scene. We'll make it work.
And she goes through the Scooby-Doo door. It leads out to like a balcony. Also, they're always no one in the keep ever hangs out on the balconies.
Oh, dude, those
Balconies are sick.
Yeah.
They're like, we see them from inside their chambers, and like, it's nice balconies. They got like chairs and shit out there, beautiful view.
You know
I'm
what?
like, why are they never just having breakfast out on the balcony? That should be a scene.
Cersei did one time
When
the dragon was fucking up all of the keep.
So she just walked out on the balcony and was like, oh, well, this is.
And remember, and then her right hand was behind her, and he was like, Cersei, I think we should go, kind of thing. And she was like looking out, she was watching the dragon just fuck up everything.
All right.
Yeah, that was like the only time. And I remember because it's
But that's
stood out
not,
to me,
that's
'cause
not
I'm like,
hanging out on the balcony.
no, I know. But that's why I was like, oh wow, this is a really nice balcony.
They,
Really nice view. Why is this the first time we're on the balcony?
why are they not just spending all of their time
Yeah.
out there?
So nice. Beautiful.
You're wasting the view.
Yeah.
The royalty of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon.
Come on.
But it's some balcony and Damon's there, and he's wearing like a fucking
Assassin's Creed looking fucking.
Sure.
hoodie.
I was gonna say Star Wars, the fucking
Oh, dude. Revenge of the Sith.
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Palestine. The Emperor of Palestine. And he's wearing that, and he's like, he doesn't talk. He's like,
With like the fucking.
"Ugh."
The slimiest grin. Like, I know what I'm about to get you into.
And they go out, they're just going out on the town. And
Yeah.
it's their, because the fucking king's brother and the princess can't just go out with
Look like a dope little strip.
Looks so much fun.
Dude.
So much
There's a
fucking
dude walking a
fun.
tightrope with like a fucking with fire in both hands, and there's people passed out on the ground, drunk. Everyone's having fun. There's like people fucking in the middle of the street and shit. I mean, it's wild.
It was
Like, take me back then.
It was fucking Bourbon. Bourbon Street nailed it.
Yeah.
That's like that. It just looked fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, this is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And they were getting fucked up. They were running around. They stopped and watched a little bit of a play.
Where they kind of had like basically going over like, oh, who should be king or queen, and like kind of playing out scenarios of like what would happen if maybe Rhaenyra ended up becoming queen or Daemon.
The crowd is not a fan of Rhaenyra being the ruler.
And essentially it was like, yeah,
they were
she's too
booing
weak.
that she's gonna be weak. She's a fucking woman.
She's
A fucking woman can't rule. What the fuck? And then she's like, boo. They're asking, like, what about Aegon, the baby? And they're like, yeah. She's like, no, boo.
Yeah,
like,
that was, I like that.
and Damon's like, hey, fucking knock it off. What are you just gonna draw attention to you? And people are gonna be like, ah, shit.
That's her.
It's a princess. So she then, I didn't understand this part. There's a dude who's like selling food.
This made no sense to me.
And then she went up and took one off his tray and took a bite of it. And then Daemon said, it was fucking like straight out of Aladdin. It was, we pay for our food in King's Landing, street rat. Called her street rat.
Yeah.
Which is what Aladdin is called. And she then threw the rest of the food at the guy who was selling it.
Which it looked like a hot Cheeto.
And ran. It did.
It was like a red little hot Cheeto.
Looked like a big hot Cheeto.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
And then she ran, and Damon's like, I'll handle this.
I will find
Yeah.
him.
He shakes. Oh, they all call her boy.
Yeah.
They think it's boy. Everyone's like, boy, you there, boy.
Just because she's wearing a fucking beanie.
Yeah.
She's like 5'3", dude. 5'3".
I mean, boys can be 5'3".
Okay.
I think boy. They're not saying man.
Yeah, that's a good
They're
one.
not saying, look at the man over there. They're
just-
call him boy.
Just try people who have
Yeah.
height
Well,
deficiencies.
fuck you, man. All right? Fuck you.
Hey, I'm not tall too, dude.
Taller than me. All right. Don't think I don't know. Don't think I haven't noticed.
Oh, dude.
So
You come back in with like too much shit in your fucking shoes.
I have a platform for
Yeah.
my shoes. I'm like, who's 5'3" now?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You got some shit you want to say?
See, eye to eye now, motherfucker. Oh my god.
She runs into one of the King's Guard or someone, some knight.
But he fucking clearly knows who she is.
Oh, and he doesn't right away. He goes, where do you think you're going, boy? Or who are you running from, boy?
Yeah.
And she's like, sir, whatever. And he looks like, princess?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. He's like, all right, you're lucky. Like, have fun tonight. Like he got what was going on. He's like,
Yeah.
whatever, go have fun. I don't care.
Which, like, a dude in that position, especially when we see the aftermath of kind of like what's happening, you would think you'd be like, oh, I will literally get my fucking head chopped off if I don't bring the queen back right now. Or princess. Jesus.
He was like, you know what? I just see a young girl. She's been sheltered her whole life. She wants to have a little bit of fun.
I walk these streets every night.
Yeah, let her go have a little bit of fun. He's like, you know what? Hey,
It's between me and you.
you out there have some fun, all right? You deserve it. All right? It's been tough. You had to go. Your dad's trying to force you to marry someone. I can't relate to that level
Can
of
you
stress.
imagine?
Go have some fun.
He just
Like,
keeps
said all of
Yeah,
that.
but he keeps going. Like, he's like, yeah, go have fun, but just keeps talking to her.
He's like, go fun, but like he had his brother and all this shit. Like your life's gotta be so stressful. I have no idea what you're going through. Like you deserve it. Go have fun.
Okay,
Go
I'm
have
gonna.
fun, have a drink.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You do that, but like I really respect so much what's going on. Like, yeah, be great. It'd be great if he just
Fantastic.
really laid into it. He didn't.
But tell your dad I said hi, okay?
You put in a good word with me with the big man.
Maybe I could just, become his right
Jump
hand.
up, that'd be cool. Be pretty cool. Maybe I'll be in those small counts. Maybe one day I'll be running this whole place.
Right?
That'd be great.
Oh man, that'd be fantastic.
So she
That's
goes.
the third fantastic of the episode. Don't think I haven't noticed, all right?
So Damon now catches up to her, and he takes her to a place where it's a bunch of naked people.
It's a brothel.
And she says, "What is this place?"
Oh, sorry.
And he says, "This is a place where people take what they want."
There's like a bunch of fucking close-ups of people having orgies.
This is a place where people. This is Nice, by the way, in case you guys weren't fully aware of that. His
Yeah.
brother's the king. She's his fucking niece. This is a place where people take what they want.
And then I swear to God, I don't know who the fucking sound editor is, but Jesus Christ, dude, you almost put me into a fucking trance. It was like, as they're like walking through the brothel, there's like this noise that's coming in. It's like, whoa, and I'm like, dude, where am I going right now? I felt like I was being sucked into some type of vortex or some shit. I felt like I was like gonna end up somewhere else. I don't know if you felt that way.
That was an out-of-body experience.
Right? That's what I'm talking about.
I fully agree.
Dude,
Fully agree.
watch the brothel fucking scene and tell me that you're not like transcended into some like sexual fucking whore. That was.
I was. Yeah,
I hope I wasn't going extreme.
Yeah,
but-
no.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Awesome.
Spot on. Damon and Rhaenyra then, like, he brings her over and has her up against the wall, and they start kissing,
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
and he, like, turns her over and, like, has her, so he's behind her, and he's kissing her and kind of pushing her up against the wall, and then she turns around and grabs him and starts being kind of aggressive as well. Damon's not a fan. The second she's like showing, she's like,
Oh,
she's like, oh fuck yeah, let's do this. You kidding me? He's like she's going in for the kiss, and he's like, nah, nope. She's like, and then she goes in again. It's gotta be so uncomfortable for her.
Yeah.
Because he initiated all of this, and now he's not doing it, and he like keeps leaning away, and then like snaps his hand away, and then he leaves.
And literally, there's a shot there of her being alone in a
Keep going.
in a brothel full of fucking orgies, and her pants are down by her fucking ankles, and she just seems so uncomfortable and like scared.
And they shot that scene so well.
Yeah.
That part where she's like, Damon. Like she said, she's like, Damon.
Yeah.
And he's gone, and then she's like covering up. She's like, well, oh my god, like what?
The fuck am I doing?
Because she's been the fucking princess. She's never been in this situation. She's never been anything close to this.
Yeah.
And
It's just crazy to see too. Like, I love how they put that part of his character. Like, he has to be in control.
had to be.
Has to be dominating type of shit. Like, he cannot have anyone test him at all in any way. And the moment he does, he's like, oh, there goes my boner. Like, what the fuck?
It's like, who the fuck was it? It was the movie. He was fucking, and then he was like raping her.
Matthew McConaughey?
No, I mean, yeah. Jason Statham.
Ah.
And the Crank.
Crank.
When he was raping Beth from Road Trip, and then
Yeah.
she started being interest, and he completely lost it. It
Dude.
was that. It's that.
Now
House of
he's
the
got
Dragon. Just
yeah.
stealing from Crank.
any sex scene, you just gotta put some dynamic twist on it like that, and then it's just gonna make everything
Or
spicy.
chicken leg. Either rape or chicken leg. Those are the only scenarios.
Suck this! That's what David should have done. He should have just he should have made sure he had control, but he didn't. Maybe that's saying something. Maybe he doesn't have as much control as he thinks.
I mean, it's saying he's not a rapist. Should
Or-
have made sure he had control. There's really only one way to make sure you have control. You can certainly insinuate it and kind of lead her that way, but there's only one way to make sure you have control.
Well, honestly, dude, up until that point, I thought oh, maybe he drugged her because when they were bringing her back, everything was The shots were kind of weird. The noises were weird. It seemed like almost as if like she was like, and you know, they were
She's
drinking.
getting fucked up. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not partying.
But it almost seemed like maybe she was drunk too. But obviously she wasn't.
Maybe she took some Molly. Maybe they were doing Molly in King's Landing. That's pretty sick.
Oh, you know what? Maybe because remember when she first got there, some dude blew some like fire shit in her face.
There we go.
Some fire and ice for you, baby.
There we go.
It's that dragon stone, baby. Jesus.
So she then leaves the brothel. She's dressed, but she can't have a hat on in the brothel.
Yeah,
Damon took her hat off.
can't have a 2010 beanie.
Yeah, not in a King's Landing brothel.
Not a
That's for damn
tiptoes
sure.
beanie.
And as she tiptoe, huh?
Forget the girl's name. I just thought.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
And as Rhaenyra like walks out on the street, we see a kid sitting on the corner, and he watches her, and then he gets up and runs away. And if you'll remember from Game of Thrones, that was fucking Varys,
Yep.
the Master of Whispers, the
Ah,
spider.
yes.
He had all his little birds, and they were kids, and they would tell him all the goings about in King's Landing. So like it's very easy to duck. Oh, okay, that's what that kid's doing. And then we see Rhaenyra. She runs back into her chambers, and Sir Kristen Cole's standing there, and he's like, "The fuck just happened? Well, what?"
This scene
He's like,
haunts me.
He's like, "How'd you get out?" And he goes, "Princess, are you harmed?" And she doesn't say anything. Like she went in and closed the door. And he goes, "All right, I'll alert the Lord Commander." And then she comes and opens the door. She's like, "No, don't. She's like, come here," and takes his helmet from him. And then he's like, give me my helmet. And she holds it out, and then she pulls it.
Dude.
And then she holds it out, and then she pulls it, and he's like, "Brendan, are you done?" And then she goes, "Okay."
She tricks him.
And does it again, and then she goes and blocks the door, and then she kisses him.
Yeah. This honestly, this literally like builds fear that any sporadic hookup moment I ever had in my past was just some girl trying to get over some other dude who just left her in the dust.
Not some other dude. Trying to get over her uncle.
Yeah.
who left her at a brothel.
And I'm like, I'm so less that I'm the dude that she has to go to when she can't fuck her uncle. Like, come on.
It's tough
That
life.
fucking hurts,
Tough
bro.
life.
I'm like, come on, dude. This is probably every time I've ever had that type of moment.
I mean, I doubt it, but it'd be fucking great. It'd be great if that happened once. If fucking one girl you ever had a sporadic hookup with, like, reached out to you and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, that's what happened.
I was just, you know.
I tried fucking my uncle and it didn't work, and you were my rebound."
You were just right there. And no one else.
But so her and Sir Kristen Cole fuck. It's a very nice scene. She takes
Rightfully
off.
so. I mean, they
Takes-
should have fucked by the fire before the hog. But
I'm so happy that.
I mean, come on, look at him.
Yeah. And there was a scene earlier where it was her and the Queen, and I thought,
Whoa. Scissor me timbers. Yeah.
I thought that was gonna happen.
But it didn't.
But yet.
Yes, that is a
Yeah.
good point. We don't know.
So the little fucking loser little kid comes and tells the Hand of the King. I saw the princess. She fucked Damon in the brothel.
So were they like fucking at that point, or were they like about to fuck?
They did not fuck.
Right? That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
She even in the inside the episode, the actress who played Rhaenyra is like, because she goes. The kid tells the Hand.
Yep.
The Hand then goes and tells the King, and the King's not having it. He's like, "I don't fucking believe you. Get the fuck out of my chambers, you little bitch." Oh, the Hand of the King, Hightower, is the same actor who plays the kicker in the movie The Replacements.
And once again,
Good on
long time coming.
Long time coming.
Come on. I mean, he was smoking grits on the football field, and now look at him.
Breaking NFL records that stood up until this year. It was a 66-yard field goal he kicked.
Jesus.
Up until last season, Justin Tucker, I think he hit a 67-yarder.
I don't think the king understands.
It took Justin Tucker 21 years to break that record. Nigel the Gruff, congratulations.
Wow.
But so the King's not having it, and the King's oh my God, their sex scene, the King and the Queen,
Oh, dude.
Alison Hightower.
this is happening
literally. She just lays there like this. And the king's just like flopping around on top of her. She does not move a fucking muscle. She's just like this. And then she starts crying. like,
There's all these big sores on his back. She's like, fuck me.
like, holy shit. What a fucking life this girl lives. Okay, she's asleep. They don't sleep in the same bed. So a girl comes and like knocks on her door and wakes her up, and she's like, "The king's requesting you." And she goes, "It's quite late, isn't it?" And the girl goes, "Yeah,
Yeah. And then like
it sure is." And then she's like, "All right."
well, it's funny because like I'm pretty sure it probably she went to go tell the king that, and the king probably sent that same girl back. Like, no, you tell that motherfucker she better get in here now.
No, she didn't say anything. The king said, "Go get my wife." She said, "Okay." She went to Allison. She's like, "Hey, the king wants you." Allison goes, "It's pretty late." And the girl just goes, "It is." And Allison goes, "All right, I'll be there." Thanks.
I would have loved it though if they started passing her back and forth. Like, no. Tell him.
There's no way that girl would have gone to the king. If she would have been like, "Tell him I'm not gonna go," the girl would have been like, "Please don't make me do that." She, like, there is no scenario where I go tell him that, and he's just like, "Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It
It
is
is
late,
late.
yeah.
We'll let her sleep." He's like, "Nah, I don't give a fuck."
I will fucking kill you if you do not get her in here.
Do you want to die?
Yeah, like
Do
I'm
you-
sure
Do
that's
you
how
like having a fucking head? Because it could be gone.
any second that I wanted to.
If I decided right now, someone would come in and cut your head off in front of me.
Dude.
It'll be sick.
Oh God. So much blood.
But their sex, it's so uncomfortable. Their
So
sex scene.
uncomfortable.
But so Nigel the Gruff goes and tells the king, and Allison hears it, and then Allison's the first one to talk to Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra's like, "I didn't fuck Daemon." And then like inside the episode afterwards, the actress who plays Rhaenyra is like, and she didn't lie.
She did.
She's like, she didn't necessarily lie. She's like, she didn't fuck Daemon. Like, she fucked Sir Kristen Cole, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't fuck Daemon, that's all she said. She didn't say I'm a virgin. She said, I didn't fuck Daemon. You know? What a life. She gotta be like, I didn't fuck my uncle, alright? I promise.
God, I wish I could say those
promise
words.
I didn't
What? So Princess Rhaenyra, she fuck, what were you saying?
She didn't fuck her uncle. And then the guards bring Daemon in, and he's so hungover. Hungover and just not good. They just throw him in the throne room.
I'm like,
And
dude, if you're that
the king
hungover-
walks in and just starts kicking him. He's like, "You fuck my daughter? You fuck my daughter?" And Daemon's like, "Yeah, sure did."
Yeah. And like the worst part about all that is like, I'm sure Prince Daemon won't even remember. If you're that hungover, bro, you probably barely even remember that conversation. You're like, oh, I just got kicked around a little bit. We're still bros.
Oh, no, he remembers that conversation.
Think?
Yeah, because he had his wits about him enough to like talk. He goes, he's like, "Would you rather?" He's like, "You and I were fucking
God.
skanks left and right, you and me, man. We were a couple of dogs, you and me." And he's like, "Yeah, we're men, all right. She's a girl. She doesn't get to do that." You're like, Jesus Christ,
Fuck. And then.
and then Daemon's like, "Tell you what, just marry her to me." And you're like, "Fuck yeah, here we go."
Yeah.
He's like, "Just marry her to me, and it won't even fucking matter, all right?
You're
And
the
we'll-
fucking king.
And we'll return the House of the Dragon to the glory." And he's like, "You just want the throne." He's like, "Get the fuck out of here. Go back to the Vale with your fat, ugly fucking wife."
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus. And then he kicks him again. He's like, "As you wish, your grace." But like, it's not, Daemon's not just gonna. You know what would make me kind of happy?
Huh.
I mean, it wouldn't, because I like the character.
Mm-hmm.
But if he just went to the Vale and was with his wife, and we never heard from him again. Just like
Living the life.
he was just like, all right,
Yeah.
I guess that's what I gotta go do.
Shit.
I'm gonna do my duty.
You know,
My king ordered me back to the Vale. I'll go be at the Vale.
I broke enough orders.
Yeah, it's time for me to settle down.
Yeah.
Have a few kids, make an honest woman out of my wife.
Yeah.
You know, good for you. You deserve it, Damon.
But what a fucking contradiction to be like, I have fucked so many skanks. We both have fucked so many skanks, but let me marry your daughter. It's a bad way to prep that conversation.
Yeah, he's like, I already fucked her. Like there we go. She's just fucking her future husband.
Oh man.
Who's gonna knock her for that?
This is basically
Because the king's big thing there is kind of like, he's like, I'm gonna try to marry her off, and they're gonna be like, she's not virgin.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, her uncle fucked her?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen crab people fucking feed crabs to people,
God,
but
right.
this
takes the cake.
This has been the most uncomfortable fucking episode we've seen yet, I think.
It was just sex left and right.
And like awkward conversations.
And Rhaenyra still, like, she's 30, whatever, and in the show she's like 18 now.
Yeah.
But she still looks like she's fucking 13 years old. It still looked like a 13-year-old going to a brothel with her adult uncle and then fucking a grown man.
I swear to God, they like did something, I don't know if it was makeup or like touch-ups and editing, but they like gave her like this slightest little wrinkle under like one of her eyes to try and like show that she's aged. But like other than that, there's like
she's
nothing.
getting older.
She has a wrinkle under her eye. Her eyes have been squinting.
I'll never fall for that one again.
Yeah,
That's
right?
for damn sure.
Glad I told you that, huh?
Yeah. Okay. But, so we don't see Daemon for the rest of the episode, and the king talks to Rhaenyra, and she's like, I didn't fuck your brother, you psycho.
And when she gets dropped off, there's a look that Sir Kristen Cole gives her like, oh man, I might be fucked.
Yeah, he's like, I should
Do they all know?
have had sex with her.
And the,
Fuck is about to happen.
and then can you imagine him like listening to the door, and he's like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? She fucked her uncle and they came and fucked me? Oh my god. Bust down the door. He's like,
you fucking whore!
I'm gonna fucking kill you! That would have been the greatest twist.
That's so good. She goes in and he tells her about the dagger, and it's the same one Arya used, right?
I think so.
I'm not. It looks the same. I'd
Yeah.
be surprised if they're like it's not the same one. I'd be like, all right, it's fucking
Okay.
Thanks for showing us that. And he says like on the blade when you put it in the head, it says a song of ice and fire. He's like it's supposed to be the fucking whatever. It's his blade, the Targaryen man who's gonna lead the people against the dead, and ice and fire and the ice.
But you can only see it when it's fucking like inflamed.
Yeah.
It's glowing red.
And then they talk about her fucking Daemon. She's like, I didn't do it. And he's like, you need to marry the sea snake's son.
Crab.
No, it's
Oh, no,
crab
not the
people.
crab
It's
people.
black dreadlocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta go marry black dreadlocks. And she's like, you know what? Fine, I'll do that. That's my duty. It'll help the family. She's like, but Nigel the Gruff, your hand, he's manipulating the fuck out of you. Like he's trying to get me out of here because he wants his son, or his grandson to be the king, so his family will be part of the kingdom. She's like, it's crazy that you haven't noticed that and haven't done anything about it. And then just the next scene, it's him and Nigel the Gruff meeting, and he's like, 5 days. And Nigel's like, what, man? You called me in here to say that? It's like, 5 days. My dad was hand of the king or something. Yeah, dad was hand of the king because he was voted by the people because whatever. Yeah, my dad was hand of the king, and then he died of a burst belly. And you were named hand of the king after. What a fortunate turn of events that must have been for you. And he's like, you taught me how to be king, and this kingdom owes you a debt of gratitude that can never be repaid. But I don't fucking trust you, alright? You're trying to tear my family apart. You want your son to be the fucking king, and then he just goes and pulls the hand of the king thing off of his shirt.
Yeah. Whoa.
And you're
So
like,
now
really?
Odo
Okay.
Hightower is fucking demoted.
I mean, it's stripped.
Yeah.
I assume it's not like a, hey, I'm gonna strip you of this, but you can stay in King's Landing.
Yeah.
Like, I assume it's like, hey, I'm stripping you of this. Go back to wherever the fuck the Hightowers are from.
Yeah.
You gotta go live there. Like, if Ned Stark was stripped of Hand of the King, they would like, go back to fucking Winterfell.
Yeah.
I don't want you here.
Come on.
Yeah, or go to the wall.
Get the fuck outta
Or
here.
it's bad enough and we're sending you to the wall.
I'm
or
fucking your
or
daughter.
or it's bad enough and Joffrey's gonna take your fucking head.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But the king kind of, he's like, I put it together. He's like, my wife died. That was a really bad day for me. And then your daughter just started comforting me. Your daughter, who I had no real relationship with prior to that.
Yeah.
Like, you're a piece of shit.
I love how he's connecting these dots like 3 years later.
Yeah, way too long after.
Come on.
Way too long.
Come on, King
I
Viserys.
loved listening of whichever episode it was with you. And you were talking about how you were like, he's marrying her because she gave him the fucking toy, so he could go to his little play city. And you're like, I'm downplaying it. It's fucking incredible what he did. It's like, but it's ridiculous. And this is
I mean, that's all it took.
so
Just
you're,
like-
you're just dragging
Some fucking girl picking something up off the floor for him.
your Lego set. Yes, you call it Legos. Your Lego set should have a dragon on it. And he's like, I'm gonna make you the queen.
Yes, dude, like it's so ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
Like, there's so many probably attractive helpers that are women that help him, you know what I'm saying, that probably have done shit like that. But, I don't know, maybe they just don't dress fancy enough. Like, what do you...
They do not, and they don't make dragon toys.
Dude. Someone made me a dragon toy. I'd suck their dick. Oh my god. And this fucking last scene is so ridiculous.
Do you remember the exact quote? Don't say it right
No,
now if you
no.
remember it. Fuck.
Because it's so good. Everything is so proper in this episode, dude. You have to go back like 500 years to even think to speak like that.
Keep talking. How do I? I'll talk. You figure out how to get to that part on the episode.
Okay. Let me see.
Because I wanna not that. I want you to just go down because it's on your TV right now.
Oh.
I want you to just pull it up there
Okay. I got you.
and just fast forward to the end of episode 4. So Rhaenyra she's like reading in her
Might be
bedroom.
super loud.
And I mean, turn it down. Big guy. It might be super loud.
Might need you to hit. Let's see.
Rhaenyra is reading in her bedroom. She gets a knock, and it's a maester. And he's like, I made you the tea. And she's like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, the tea that the king wanted you to drink. He's like, I took a lot of time brewing it because it might not work if I don't spend all the time brewing it. And you what the fuck is this guy talking about? I'm not even fucking paraphrasing on that part. He's like, I made you the tea that the king wanted you to drink. And it took a long time for me to brew it because it had to be right. And she's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, it's the tea. The tea that you drink, fast forward a little bit. Because I'm saying all of this. The tea that you drink, keep going.
I took great care.
Keep going.
I'm sorry, what is that?
A tea, princess. From the king. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
It will rid you of any unwanted consequences. And then he just stares at her. It's a really old dude. It's the dude who killed the queen in the first episode.
Yeah.
It's the doctor dude. And he just stares at her really awkwardly. And then he puts the tea down on the table. And then he walks out of her room and then the episode's over.
Oh, but they like draw in on the fucking tea. They're like, all right, let's get a close up now of that fucking tea.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yes.
So it's fucking the morning after pill and a tea for it's killing a baby. If she's got a baby from her uncle fucking her.
And I'm sure
Literally,
that
no, it's
doesn't.
for Sir Kristen Cole.
I'm sure that doesn't taste like tea,
I mean, probably not.
right?
It's probably not good. She's probably gonna be like, oh, this is really.
Oh shit, that's good.
She's not gonna start asking for that tea all the time. She's like, hey, Maester, can you make me that tea?
Fucking shit was
Too
bomb.
delicious.
Yeah.
And he's like, Princess, you really gotta stop fucking around.
Like, oh,
And she's
fuck
like,
you up.
oh, I didn't fuck anybody. No, like, you gotta quit fucking people. She's like, oh, I didn't fuck anyone. That's just good tea.
Yeah, it's really like
Make me some of
this.
that tea. It was
Yeah.
delicious. That's the end of that episode, guys.
Super uncomfortable episode.
I mean, she lost her virginity. She agreed to marry, and like previous to the next one, looks like we're getting a royal wedding. So that'll be fun. It's gonna be her marrying Black Dreadlocks' kid, who also have black dreadlocks. We saw them in the episode. They're just a family of dreadlocks. Good on them.
Look at that.
Good on them.
Seems like there's gonna be a lot of more shit just like happening. I think like this was setting up for like. I think the next episode is going to take us down different routes that they're gonna have to come together for like the end of the season. So like this is the start of the end.
I mean, yeah, it's very. There's so many roads they can go. So the Hand of the King, he's not gonna have been this fucking manipulative. He's kind of like Littlefinger,
Yeah.
and like he's not gonna be the fucking Littlefinger of this show, moving all this shit around, being manipulative as fuck, and then just go away because the king's like, I want you gone.
No one
He's
just
not
goes
just-
away.
He's not just gonna be like, all right, that's fair. He's the king.
And that's the same with
All
like
right,
Prince
let's go.
Damon.
Yeah, same with it. Like
They're not just gonna go away.
yeah. So this
Same
is,
with the baby. The tea's not just gonna make it go away. Maybe.
I mean,
will.
the tea. the fucking doctor's giving her the teas. Like, that baby's dead. All right. I don't give a
God.
fuck about Roe v. Wade being overturned. That baby is dead.
Gone.
And guys, this episode is dead. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. If you're there, thank you for joining us. It's great to see you. Great to be here. My first live.
Oh my God.
Dude, fucking
How's it feel?
feels great.
Yeah.
Feels great.
Maybe-
I feel alive.
Maybe fantastic.
Fantastic. Feels fantastic. Guys, join us next week on the live. Follow us on Instagram at 56kings. That's at
FIVESIXKING.
S.
We changed it
I
up.
know. I like it. I like it. Go to 56kings.com. You want 56kings merch. You want to read our bios. You want to do all that fun shit. Go to 56kings.com.
Fuck yeah. Oh, and guys, it's every motherfucking Monday.
Every motherfucking Monday, unless you're watching it live and then it's Sunday. But the audio will be out Monday, unless we get it out in the next 28 minutes.
Which we should.
There we go. So fucking Sunday. Fucking Monday. It's all about Sunday.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you all very much. We'll see you next week.
Peace out. Good shit. Oh my God.
What a show.
Oh my God. How do I